Hello. Today, I would like to talk about different Web 2.0 tools. To start off, let's define what are Web 2.0 tools. So, Web 2.0 tools are tools used on the internet that involve user-generated content, interaction, and collaboration. These tools can be an important resource in the classroom. The first tool I would like to look at today is Google Slides. In Google Slides, you are able to organize thoughts to make presentations. You're able to include illustrations to understand concepts, and there is an ability for multiple people to collaborate at the same time. An example of this is I could implement features of Google Slides to create an interactive choice board. In the classroom, students can vote on what activity they would like to do as a reward. The same idea can be used for individual reward systems. So, for example, this choice board that I made here on Google Slides, there's four options, and students would raise their hand to pick what choice they would want. So, if they want a movement, this goes to a slide where I have two different videos posted here. Either they could vote on another opportunity for choice, banana, banana, meatball, or the millipede march. And if you click on the links, it'll go straight to that YouTube video. All right, and another option is breathing. And so if I click on the breathing link, that will go to a YouTube video going through a 2-minute guided breathing visual for students to do. Or there's also going outside or read aloud. All right. The second tool I would like to talk about is Seesaw. This tool can be helpful for distance learning, but it is also easy to work with in the classroom. Teachers can quickly track students' progress on assignments. There is the ability to collaborate, be creative, and practice skills. I believe this tool is most suited for elementary schools. So an example of Seesaw is I created an assignment that can promote social learning. So if I was in a self-contained elementary classroom, I could do an activity where students take a photo of themselves and draw three of their favorite things or activities. Later, I could prevent, present the responses to the whole class or use them to understand my students better. For example, here there is a screen where it shows you the instructions for the assignment, and then here's the assignment, and it's easy to access. There's not too many things, not too many places for any errors. On one side, you insert your picture of yourself, and then another place you have to draw, and you have the drawing tools down there at the bottom. All right. The third tool I would like to talk about is a stopwatch/timer. This tool is important for being able to keep track of time. Users can determine how long to set a timer or use the stopwatch feature to keep track of time. Some benefits of this is smooth transitions, improved focus, reduced anxiety, and enhanced engagement. So here is the link to the stopwatch that I have. So you could either do a stopwatch and you see I can start it and you can watch the time increase. Or there's the countdown option, which is setting a timer. Like let me set a timer right here for 10 seconds. And you're able to visually see this timer. And so in this timer can be used in three different settings. In the elementary school setting, this tool could be used when playing a game that requires taking turns. Being able to visually see how much time each person has can create an idea of fairness and staying on track. In middle school, this tool can be used when needing to count down to transition times. It can allow students to understand a goal of how long they have to complete an activity. And it can also be used in high school. This tool can be used During science experiments, when needing to observe time elapsed, it can also be used to determine breaks during a long activity. Through exploring multiple Web 2.0 tools, I have found that integrating these tools into the classroom is essential. They promote engagement, interaction, collaboration, and overall benefit the classroom environment. However, there are some challenges like issues with accessibility, overwhelmed by complexity, lack of digital literacy, and using tools for consumption versus for creation and collaboration. These issues can be solved by taking time within class to troubleshoot errors and explore the tools altogether. Screens can also be monitored and locked into certain websites or applications to make sure students are doing what they're supposed to be doing when they're able to use these tools. The implementation of Web 2.0 tools in the classroom supports the idea of education needing to be adapting with the advancement of technology. Thank you so much for listening to all the different ways that Web 2.0 tools can be used into a classroom.